Good day, everyone. My name is Oluwaseunla Joseph with the student ID 134340012, and I'm pleased to present my assignment titled Business Analytics in the UK Electricity Sector and Tangible Asset Forecasting. In this presentation, I would like to explore on how liquidity and workforce scale influence infrastructure investment across key players in the UK electricity industry. This presentation integrates time series visualization, intercompany comparison, and, and predictive analytics using regression. Let's begin first by understanding the scope of data sets and how data was prepared for analysis. Data set for this analysis was obtained from FAME database. The time frame span is 10 years, which is 2014 to 2023. This captured both pre and post-pandemic financial behavior. I initially filtered 25 companies in the UK and later picked and focused on the 5 leading companies, which are Centrica PCL, EDF Energy Limited, Gas Power Limited, Uniper, and EON They were selected due to their data completeness, industry relevancy in the UK energy sector. And the key metrics obtained are the liquidity ratio, short-time financial flexibility, numbers of employee workforce scale, tangible assets, core measurement of infrastructure investments, and the data preparation. The data was exported from FAME and imported into the R Studio, cleaned and reshaped for time series and regression analysis. I handled the missing value, standardized formats, and transformed the variables. And this slide visualizes the liquidity ratio trend for the selected 5 electricity companies from 2014 to 2019. As we can see, EDF Energy started the period with highest liquidity ratio, but they actually experienced a sharp decline over the time. On the other hand, EONPCL display a strong upward liquidity trend, becoming the most liquid company in the year 2029. Oh, sorry, in the year 2019. Wait. In the year 2019. Potentially due to internal efficiency gain or position throughout the observed period, Uniper show a, a gradual improvement in liquidity, which may be linked to better working capital management. This line, this slide, this line chart This line chart track the number of employees from each companies over the time, which serves as a proxy workforce, scale, and potentially operational intensity. Centrica usually employ the largest and the highest workforce, but the headcount declined after 2016, possibly due to automation, cost cutting, or divestment activities. And while DAS and EON shows steadier employee trend suggesting stable or slow change in operational structure, Uniper and EDF maintain relatively small workforce size. And this bar chart shows the average tangible assets of the 5 selected companies from 2020, from 2014 to 2023. Tangible assets indicate infrastructure investments such as power plants and machinery. Centrica, Centrica PCL lead with average tangible assets above 4 million euro, 4 million pounds rather, reflecting is reflecting its larger scale and capital intensity. Gas Power and Uniper follow with smaller assets, base asset basis scales and capital intensity. And Gas Power and Uniper follow with smaller asset bases, while EON and EDF Energy have more modest investment. These differences suggest varying business model, e.g., Centrica integrated operations may demand more infrastructure, while EDF and EON might rely more on partnership or outsourcing. This chart shows each firm average liquidity or turnover per employee from 2014 to 2023 to compare financial efficiency and workforce use. Higher turnover suggests stronger revenue per worker. Higher liquidity reflects caution, cash management. EON and EDF Energy run more efficient model, which Centrica liquidity vital for growth and flexibility. This slide shows the descriptive statistics, means media and standard deviation for liquidity ratio, number of employee and tangible assets across the 5 companies selected. This measure shows Centrica density. Uh, this measure show centri This measure shows central tendency and variability. Centrica has the highest means tangible assets and workforce size, but also highest standard deviation, showing year-to-year fluctuation. Uniper and EDF Energy have smaller and more stable asset base. The median reduces from outline like Centrica largest scale, which standard deviation indicates stability, vital for investment assessing predictability. This slide explains the regression model used to forecast tangible assets based on liquidity and employee count. The model's IR square of 91.9% shows stronger predictive accuracy. Liquidity has a negative effect on tangible assets, while employees count has a positive effect. This supports the idea that companies must balance both short-term solvency with long-term investment strategy. And this slide this slide shows the model reliability, evaluating workers and reliabilities. This shows the strength. Higher adjusted higher adjustment confirm model explain most of the variables in assets. This slide assesses the reliability of regression model with strong statistical performance and adjusted R square of 91.9% and highly significant p-value. However, limitations include a small sample size, 29 observation potential, 29 observations, potential over-reliance on correlation without causal interference. This and the influence of outlier like Centrica, while the model capture overall trend, while some prediction error remains same, especially for high-value firms. And the slide emphasizes the importance of combining statistical diagnosis with economic reasoning for credible forecasting. And the strategic recommendation for UK electricity firm. Um, This analysis leads to two key recommendations, and the first one is reinvestment of excess liquidity. Firms with high liquidity but low tangible assets like EDF UK, EDF Energy, they should ideal cash into infrastructure, and excess liquidity may indicate underinvestment. And second, expand workforce. A larger workforce is positively linked to asset growth. Companies should prioritize workforce development to support operational scaling, as seen in the Centrica